Hello dear ones, this is Ouassima Issrae. Hope you are doing well. I'm coming in for the first video of this year, and I settled in a place for a few months so I can share with you my explorations, my discoveries for this year. I wanted to start it with a video to be grateful. Be grateful for what the Cartomancy has brought to my life, whether tarot or oracles, and I want to share with you some of the things I learned from them, and learn from some say, oh, it's just paper, it's just painting, it's just, but everything is a key, is a doorway to something, and some things bigger. So I believe that the tarot is the element that intersect many fields at the same time. So the intersectionality, the gathering of many knowledge, many hands that contributed to create it as in its form at the moment, and so on. Many points I'm going to share with you. But while doing that, I also want to show some of the cards I received in the last months, and I have been kind of enjoying playing with. Some I have been waiting for many months, and or maybe even years. And some I had, and I got the second copy, and so on. So we're gonna share all of this. So the first thing I want to be grateful for in the world of Cartomancy is the self-knowing, the ability to know who we are. I really love these cards. I think it's called Nemeth Tarot. It's the same creator as the Jonas Joe's tarot, and the Stunning Tarot as well. I saw this deck before, and I was wondering if it would work for me, because I found it difficult to understand all the words and putting it in form. But I've been playing with it as a storytelling deck. Really amazing when you do readings for others, and depicting as well, like magical elements. So yeah, we're gonna see that. But self-knowing. So tarot and oracle decks allow us to have a space in which we face our different beings within us. I do this work about the inner archetypes, where we face our hidden personalities. I don't like really the word personalities. I find it really reductive. I prefer the word unities of consciousness, that I wrote about in my book. But the thing is that we are filled with many archetypes and unities of consciousness, and being with the tarot opens that space in which we can face without judgment who we are and what is influencing our actions. What is it that we really need or want in our lives, and where we are going? Who are the best companions for us? Is there something I didn't see? Is there something I need to see? I need to put forward a little bit more. In the recent months, that the last year has been kind of more silent for me. I was in a hermit mode, even if I was a bit online, but I was exploring, writing, studying, teaching as well at the Temple of Roses and with the Golden One. There are a lot of things that emerge that need stillness to be processed. I feel that the tarot and the oracle cards allow us that, to process and dissolve as well what we thought we were. So this space of alchemy that the tarot opens, I really find it unique. I find it as well in meditation, in my tea ceremonies, in the shamanic ceremonies. And I feel that with the tarot and the oracles, there is a connection to the spirit realm that opens that possibility that, we call in. Of course, everyone calls energies according to his or her essence. And I feel that the tarot is acting as a basis for working with spirits as well, which allows the work, the alchemical work I was talking about. So the second point I'm bringing forward, so the first was self-knowing, the second is spirit work. You know, working with allies that we would like to communicate with, and we give them kind of a tool to do so. We give them, of course, words and drawings and stories from which we can get some pearls and treasures to keep us going in this world. So it is a sacred ceremony when we play with the cards, when we open ourselves to this work. It becomes a ritual in itself. I'm going to share with you also the Jane Austen deck that I just received. Great deck. I was really not expecting to connect with it in this way. Also connecting, as we talk about spirits and people who passed, who are from the other side, connecting with Jane Austen and her strength, her power, her vision, even if now it seems kind of very old and old-fashioned, but as a woman, she did something quite big at that time. She was speaking what was hidden in the hearts of women for many years. She was speaking it loud in her writings, and also expressing even political views and social views in those stories that seem romantic, but they are really about knowing what we want, being clear with ourselves, enjoying life, seeing the illusions, what is true, what is wrong in people as well, and so on. So many values that she had shared, and I might talk about it another time, but this is one of the aspects of working with the spirit, as this deck is about her stories, about her views and ideas. I feel as if I'm talking with a friend, I'm connecting with her, even if we are 200 and more years apart. We share that passion of speaking for women and speaking what we have at heart. Of course, I don't agree with the values of the past, you know, like relying on men and all of these things. They change, but the core is the same. So the third point I want to bring is that aspect of agency, that aspect of being able to decide for ourselves what we want, to know that we can do it, and even if we can't, we always can try. So, you know, the ability to choose between different timelines, in Jane Austen stories, you know, there is this the first man, the second man, you know, the choosing between where my heart goes, where my mind goes, what the society wants me to do or to choose, and so on. So this, I believe that the tarot brings us, and many, many readings we can do about the different timelines. If I choose, let's say, to move to this city, or move to this country, or be with these friends, or choose this class, or choose this work, always many possibilities. In the readings I do, whether for myself or others, tarot always shows me the alternatives, but based on what I really need and want at that moment. That's why the first element I spoke about, self-knowing, is important. Otherwise, we won't know. We will be just confused. We will want many things at the same time, or even opposite things at the same time. But when we speak with our elements, our archetypes within, everything clarifies. And so we are able to organize our inner council and end up with the best decision that we can have. And the other aspect is, you know, the element of agency with tarot is quite interesting, because we talk as well about destiny, about these points in life where it's already done, it's already fixed. Some people believe in it, some don't, but nevertheless, we have always a space to choose. We always have a space to choose in. So it could be choosing ideas, choosing way of thinking, way of viewing the world. We always have the chance and the possibility to choose. This is quite big. And by doing so, I will move to the next point, which is developing confidence. By taking our strength and our ability to choose, even if we get it wrong, there is nothing really wrong. It's all part of an experience. And with tarot, there is no fatality in that sense. It's never, oh, it's too late, or, oh, I should have done. It's always, okay, let's move forward. You've learned, get that lesson within you and integrate it, embody it, and let's move forward. And by doing so, not only we get that hope that, it's new opportunities are coming and so on, but also confidence in ourselves that it's fine. Take decision, move forward. Don't doubt yourself. You're gonna always learn something. And sharing with you this amazing day that I have wanted for so long, and I finally got it. Sorry, it's not all in order, but I hope you will at least see some of its beautiful cards. So the point that I want to talk next, so let's remind ourselves what we brought. So we brought self-knowing, working with spirits, agency, developing our confidence, and now I'm gonna talk about accepting imperfection, because basically, as I said, because there is no failing, we are always learning. Actually, we accept whether within ourselves or the situations or people, we accept the imperfection. We are able to move on and learn the lesson, but also kind of like deal with what is unexpected, deal with what we have imagined but didn't realize, became concrete, became solid. I feel like tarot and oracle decks act as water. They always find space for improvement, for getting out of a situation, So in itself, I love that image of the wheel, which is really specific to this year. It's an evolution tool. Cartomancy is an evolution tool. It's the wheel that helps us move forward. And in that sense, because we talk about movement, my next point that I'm really grateful for is connecting. Moving forward alone is not possible. We need to move forward as a community all together. And we are doing this together with this Cartomancy. I mean, you are watching this video. I have been watching many of your videos as well, probably. And even if we are not able to meet physically, I love this. We are a tribe. We are a tribe. We are a community that is passionate about this world, that sees potential in it. Everyone sees potential in these tools and is using them for her or his own benefits and those of others. So I feel that, with the Cartomancy, we are able to maintain and develop our communication tools, our communication capacity between each others. In a time where people now are conversing with artificial intelligence more than conversing with each other, I believe that tarot and oracles offer that ability to sit and talk and enjoy time together. I love going out when, I go with some friends and taking my cards. It's always a joyful moment. They have this expectation, that I bring a new deck every time. And of course I'll bring a new deck that they have never seen, or maybe 2 decks that we can, choose and use for our questions. It allows as well an exchange about some private matters, personal matters, and that is formatting our way of thinking and doing things. We evolve as a community because we talk together. We are able to decipher, our own dysfunctioning, the teaching in it, so that again we move forward. So we need to recognize that aspect of the cartomancy and even strengthen it, and not neglecting it as an important element of this world. And moving to my next point, that I want to talk about. This is the Oracle, the Ocean Oracle as well. I received it at the end of the year, really amazing. This is the Universal Mind, by the way, I forgot to name it. So my next gratitude element would be developing good habits. Because with the cards, we are more inclined to get up in the morning, do the meditation, do the reading, do the writing. At the end of the day, get some cards, see how that worked for you, what new understanding from the cards you get by the end of the day. We get the new habits as well for some who start, doing readings every week, every month, reading for the year. So we are developing this, not only this ability for self-care, sitting with ourselves and so on, but also kind of determination and regularity. I always talk about the abundance that we live in and how sometimes it becomes a burden. So there's so many things we can do, so many things we can enjoy in life, but what about sustaining one activity for a long time and seeing how that evolves and how you evolve with it? And this comes with, even if you are seeing a lot of decks, it's more about the little activity you do, you maintain, and you keep it through time. So even if you have just 1 deck or 2 decks, you can do that every single day, and you will get new teachings and new knowledge. So my next point and gratitude moment would be about I would talk about creativity. Creativity. So I'm gonna share the liminal the Lumina tarot that I got, and I removed all people from it, and it's working really, really well for me this way. Creativity. From receiving decks that we can change as we see fit, to creating oracles and decks that you want to have in your collection, you want to use and share with people. It could be creativity in your own style of readings. I'm very sensitive to colors, and some of you might be like me. Maybe we read through colors and we start seeing the colors in the world in a different way. Maybe we use stories, as I said earlier, storytelling, myths. Maybe you would use your intuition in a different way. Maybe you will use, even I saw some people using soul collage. And these recent months, really, it has been coming again and again, collage. And, they would create starting from tarot. There is a very famous YouTuber, Dawn Michelle. I love her creativity. She creates planners and she has other cards as well. And all that comes from cartomancy, because it's as if, you know, it enhances our creativity. What if I do this? What if I do that? What is missing? I love that question as well, of what is missing, and it completes me as well. You know, recently I've had many clients connecting with me because of the I Don't Care Oracle. I previously said I won't print it again, and then I found that people are buying counterfeit deck. That I was really pain in my heart. I tried to approach the websites that are selling it, and I'm telling you this, and I know some will go and buy it from there, but I want to tell you that a lot of time goes into creation of tarot deck and oracle deck. A lot of passion, a lot of fire, a lot of money as well from us. And if we don't get the support to continue doing this work, you know, some will have other abilities to do it, but some won't, and they would stop. So I think tarot is not just about creativity, it's about the values that accompany the creativity word, you know, the law of karma, or the cause and consequences and cause and effect, the law of movement, that everything shall begin and shall finish at some time. You know, there are so many cosmic laws that, you know, I talk about in my oracle deck, cosmic laws. But yeah, creativity has values, and I think tarot and oracle decks are about values, isn't it? If you see the major arcanas in the tarot, or I'm gonna share my oracle deck, you know, the healing journey with the masculine and feminine. I'm having this copy here. So yeah, values, create while respecting each other's, while respecting the cosmic laws, the universal laws. I believe that the cartomancy is spiritual by essence, as everything else, but in this one, it's more emphasized, it's more evident, it's more clear. So how can we encourage each other's creativity in balance? I know that in this world, everything, the prices are changing so fast. The economy is changing, but tarot can help us deal with that as well. Not just as a product, but as a teacher. I love this Anthropology. We are talking about the corporate world. Is it possible to change our way of doing business together? Is it possible to buy things not just because they are cheap, but because they are they carry something special? And I believe many of us do this. Many of us support each other in this way. Yeah, so creativity with values. And the last point that I want to share is, and this is maybe personal for me. The worlds that tarot and oracle opens me to are infinite. Just recently I visited the museum, art museum in Vienna, and discovered these beautiful and amazing paintings by Clint. And I know he has a tarot deck. There is a tarot deck related to his work. And I also visited the Museum of Mucha in Prague, and that was also a huge discovery for me. And so with these two artists that came to mind for this video, I contemplate how many worlds tarot has opened me to. Some got into astrology through tarot. Some got to writing. Some got to the business world, to create deck or so and so on. Some got into alchemy. Some got into all therapy with the colors, as I said earlier, Oracima and so on. there are so many things that the cards open us to, and I believe that is part of moving forward, moving in the world. So I believe that cartomancy is a vehicle in which we can travel and over which we can travel the world, discovering new ways to see the world as well, whether through eyes of psychotherapy, psychology, archaeology, goddess studies, which I'm really interested in these last years, and so on. So here we go. I shared with you around 10 elements that I'm really grateful for, in the cartomancy world. And I thank you for watching this. If you have anything that you would be grateful for regarding tarot practice, so please do not hesitate to put your comment below, or just maybe tag. You can answer to this video using, just tag me so I can follow you. So wishing you a great day, and talk to you soon. Much love.